What's up, guys? I got access to Heroes of the Storm. A lot of you guys know, if you've been watching for a while, that I was pretty excited about this game, and this is my first game of versus players right now.
Choose a talent.
So this is Blackheart's Bay. Basically, you just have to collect doubloons, which are these little gold coins, and you have to bribe a pirate captain, which will then have his ship attack your enemy base. If anyone's followed the game, you know what it's all about. For people who haven't, it's kind of a new MOBA that's coming out from Blizzard, and I just wanted to share with you guys my first ever game of this.
10 seconds.
And then I might do a couple more videos on it as well, just as I play it.
5, 4.
Yeah, just taking a look. It looks like I'm soloing top here. I don't think this game's really been refined enough where people solo specific lanes. It might be at the higher levels, I guess. But since it's my first game, probably a lot of these people, it's one of their first games as well, so it's probably going to be fairly easy. But we'll see how it is. So a little level 1 fight here. And Raynor puts himself in a really bad position.
Your team draws first blood.
We ended up getting first blood down a little bit farther. So last hitting isn't really a thing because there's no gold in this game. It's really just experience, so you really need to just have one person per lane, and then the other people can kind of roam for ganks and try to get a little bit of an experience bonus that way. So basically this is one of the events that happens that kind of force fights, right? So there's these two chests, one spawns at the top, one spawns at the bottom, and each have 5 of those coins in it. And you can basically gather them. I don't know if I'm going to go down there or not. But you basically gather them and then you turn them in. I'm going to click on one of these moon wells, which basically replenishes a little bit of your mana and health. And we end up getting 1 kill there, which is good. And they're taking our watchtower. There's a couple different things that people won't really be used to if they're playing MOBAs and stuff like that. I almost died there. It looks like I'll probably have to back.
Choose a talent.
So backing, using your Hearthstone takes you back to the base. Takes a little while, but you can, like I said, use those moon wells to heal yourself back up. Alright, so I'm gonna probably take I take Manticore there. I think healing might actually be better, but this one gives me a bit of damage every 3rd hit. So I'm basically going full DPS build just for this first game, and see how much damage I can get myself doing. This person is kind of the basic, like a Drill Ranger from Dota, or an Ashe from League of Legends. Obviously the abilities aren't the same, and it's not really the same person, but it's kind of your standard DPS carry type person. And that's what I was trying to go for my first game, is I wanted to do someone like that. Her and Raynor and people like this. Obviously there's more similarities to other heroes in those games as well. You could look at like Vayne, for instance, in League of Legends. It would be similar. Or, Lucian or anyone like that. But they're obviously a little bit different. So Illidan's just kind of trying to attack me, and it's not really going to work. So I'm going to head back up and capture this watchtower. So far I haven't actually gotten any doubloons or done really anything with the objectives. I'm just kind of playing standard like mechanical MOBAs, I guess. Just pushing lanes, getting experience for the team. Right now we're 1 level up. You can see that in the bottom right hand corner above the minimap. Those are your levels basically of your entire team. So experience is shared.
An enemy has been
And
slain.
I don't know. I'm not sure how much I like all of the mechanics that go on in this game. Like, I'm pretty happy with like the standard MOBA type thing. I was hoping that they were going to have items in this game and stuff like that, but I'm trying it out, seeing how it'll work. I'll give it a chance.
An enemy has been slain.
The path leads this way.
Alright, so I see Raynor coming up here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to take him. So I'm going to launch that through. It also gives vision, if you notice there. Your W on this person gives a little bit of vision where you're attacking. But he wasn't standing there, unfortunately, so I'm going to back away. And it looks like my teammate needs help.
You here. Let none survive.
so I'm going to back off and grab one of these Moonwells again. I believe the cooldown is for you personally. You can see he just got the Moonwell also. So I think the cooldown is only for you personally. I kind of wish it was actually for team-based, and like you could get a different Moonwell. You know, it would be for that specific Moonwell. It needs to come up in a certain amount of time. I realize that's not like as user-friendly if you're in solo queue, but for team games it would actually matter quite a bit, because you would only be able to heal up specific people. But I guess that doesn't really matter as much because there's not individual levels. If there was individual levels, it would matter more. Alright, so I got a kill there. And Rainer's trying to kill me. I'm just gonna vault away. That's the one thing that I do like about this hero, is that you can vault away and get yourself in or out of situations. So I have one doubloon now. I wasn't able to pick up the other one or I would have died. So you can see up at the top it says 3 out of 10 and 0 out of 10. That's basically how many doubloons it takes to bribe the captain. It goes up every time he like fires on an enemy base. So I can see that Rainer is down there collecting those doubloons. I'm trying to get there, but I don't think I'm going to make it in time. So I think I'll go around. I found another demon hunter, same person as me. She ran into a tower and ran past me. That was a really bad play, so I pretty much killed her without taking any damage whatsoever. So I'm going to try to see if I can stop Rainer from turning in. And it looks like he's probably going to get to be able to turn in. I can't stop him yet. So he managed to turn in. They need one more before they start firing on the base. Alright, so I just ulted. You can see there. That was my ult. Basically, it fires out like this stun on the ground. It's like a little path. It stuns them and it does a bunch of damage. It's only a small stun. Mostly it's for the damage, but it does like interrupt any channeling or anything like that. I'm not even sure if there's much channeling in the game, to be honest.
The path leads this way.
Don't wait for me.
So you can see the boat is firing on the enemy base now because we turned in enough. So there's the explosions coming down. So that big building there is a keep on the left-hand side. When you kill those, you get a bunch of experience, kind of like you would in a MOBA. Like you would normally get gold, but in this it's based on experience. And the way you customize your classes through those talents that you kind of see sometimes coming in the bottom left. So there is some customization. You can build people, at least 2 ways most of the time. I'm limited to 2 talents right now, but as I level up my hero like outside of game, I'll get access to all 4 of them. I think there's 4 almost every level, but it might be like 4 at the first couple of levels, and then you branch off from there. I'm not sure exactly how the system works.
The path leads this way.
Because like I said, I have not played that many games. This is the first one. And this is kind of from a replay. There is no replay function in the game yet, so I just recorded the game previously and I'm casting over it now, so. Because when I realized I got access, it was like 9 in the morning and I hadn't slept, so I wanted to play a game, obviously. But I didn't really want to cast it yet. Alright, so you can see my talent down there. I'm going to take Giant Killer here because that's generally the best one for any like DPS person. And like I said, I'm taking as much damage as possible.
Through here.
Alright, so let's see if we can gank this. She actually used her ult on minions. Very big mistake. This Demon Hunter is not very good. That's the second mistake that I've seen her make. But like I said, I'm probably in a very low MMR. Since it's my first game ever, it's probably matching me with people who haven't played, that many games. I'm guessing there's at least some level of matchmaking, even though the game is an alpha. Like, I think using abilities, unless if you're like a mana-based champion, it's almost not worth using abilities on just regular minions, just from what I've noticed. But I still do it to push out sometimes. But like if you're playing Illidan, he doesn't really have any mana, so you can just kind of spam your abilities whenever you want. So I ulted there, got 2 people, which is pretty good. And I'm just going to continue up, try to get a few more kills. Alright, so I got a double kill there. And let's see if I can get a triple kill. Awesome. It didn't actually count as a triple because it was too long. So it's kind of unofficial triple kill. I'm probably going to have to get out of here, to be honest. This is pretty scary. Yeah, there's too many people. And I think nope, they didn't. I thought they were going to get on their mounts. You can mount any time and kind of move quicker around the map. And if you catch your enemy doing it, you should try to mount up and get away at the same time, or else they'll be able to catch up to you. If you take damage or if you... Alright, so this guy actually healed me. But if you take damage, you'll end up like falling off your mount or getting off your mount or whatever. Or dealing damage. So there are little bits of mechanics there. Alright, gotta definitely back off there. I don't know how many people are there, 3 or 4. But that other guy, Nature's Prophet person, is mainly just a healer support, so I think he roots people in place as well. Alright, so that was a good ult by Nova.
Double kill.
I think that's her ult. I have not actually played her yet, but... Alright, so they ended up getting enough doubloons to have the ship flare on us now. That's kind of the back and forth that is this game, but we are 3 levels up if you'll notice, so we're winning a lot of these team fights, and that's just kind of snowballing our advantage. It is, in my opinion, easier to come back in a game like this as compared to Dota or League of Legends. But, I mean, I don't know if it's really necessarily a bad thing. It is kind of annoying when you start to do really well, and then you just like lose one fight and you just give them... I mean, I guess it's the same way. If you lose one fight in one of the other games, it can let them at least have a chance to step back into the game. But it's not nearly as big of an advantage in my opinion. Like, I think it's just because if you start winning, you generally have better players, but if players are evenly matched, it's a lot easier if you only have a couple level advantage to lose a fight, you know. It's not that big of an advantage. The big advantage that I do see is I think at level 10 is when you get your ultimate. That's the biggest advantage there is. So I was thinking about canceling this, but I knew that my team had it, so there's no point in me fighting that. Alright, so I saw someone coming through that brush there. So, okay, there's actually 2 people here, but I think I might have enough damage to take them, but I backed off anyway. Just playing it safe, I guess. My team's for the most part down bottom, but as long as I can keep 1 or 2 people up here with me, I think that's fine. And again, we have the ghost ship attacking for us. So the majority of our experience is coming from all the force that we've killed. That building that I showed you, I think we've killed 3 of them so far, and we're on the inner ones. I think there's 2 each. So that's where a lot of our experience is coming. We are up on kills as well, which helps. But... creeps matter in the early game, and then towards the later stages they don't really matter. The experience from them isn't really important. Because it's only, you know, like 50 per creep, and then for a keep, it's, you know, like 3,000 or something. Crazy, so 600 for champion kills. So these camps are another thing that's a little bit different. It's kind of like your jungle, basically, although that's not a specific role in this. But if you do kill them, a lot of the camps will come like on your side, basically. Like when I kill this, I'll be able to control it and have it attack with you, have it kind of push with you, I guess. So you can see there's a little thing here, and then once you capture it, they will start fighting for you, and they'll come in. And these guys outrange towers, so they're pretty good. Basically, a hero has to deal with them at some point. Alright, so another kill.
Well done.
So I'm doing decent damage now. I'm doing like 250 damage a hit, which is pretty good. Not nearly like as fed, you could say, as in like a different type of like MOBA, but... So I ended up wasting my ult there. I don't think it hit the Rainer, but... You know, that sort of thing happens every once in a while. And I think I'm not sure if we get the push for the win right here, or if we have to back off. I'm pretty low, but we do have the Nature's Prophet healing for us. Malfurion, I should say. I'm using the Dota terminology. This is the same basic model, but... So I'm out of mana here, so there's not much I can do. But there's the game. It ended. So I think there's a couple. I'll just look at the kills and stuff like that. I think I I let the video go that long. We'll see. Looks like it has like 30 seconds more, so let's see if I end up continuing through. I know I waited at this victory screen for a second. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. We'll just take a look at the end result here. And then I will end the video. I might actually end it right here, but we can see I did have 25 takedowns. Takedowns are basically the kills and assists, so it's not specifically this. But 0 deaths, and you can see I was like level 3 there. You get like level 1 and 2 when you do your first game. But yeah, that was the end of the game. So hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll probably see a little bit more Heroes of the Storm content coming out of me as well. But that's pretty much it for this one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.